He sodomized a man to death, then rose to the top of the Mexican Mafia behind bars. This is the brutal story of Ruben Slackjaw Melendez, one of the most feared Arizona prison figures for decades. Ruben Melendez was born around 1957 and raised in Phoenix area. By 18 years old, he was already deep in violent crime, and what happened next would haunt Arizona forever. On April 10, 1976, he committed the murder that made him infamous. Late that night in Glendale, Melendez, his cousin Joe Morales, and a teen accomplice, Cruz Martinez, were drinking with Tony Calistro after a beer run. What started as roughhousing turned into a nightmare. Calistro was stripped, beaten, and dragged around while the others laughed and egged it on. Then it escalated into outright torture. Melendez sodomized Calistro, and the group used a hoe handle to repeatedly violate and brutalize him. Paint was poured over his body. Calistro was bound to playground equipment and left mangled. When he was found, investigators documented extreme injuries and multiple stab wounds. Melendez was arrested and tried for first-degree murder. A jury convicted him and he was sentenced to death, but that sentence was later overturned on appeal. Rather than face another death penalty trial, Melendez accepted a plea deal that locked him into life in prison. Once in the Arizona prison system, Melendez didn't just do time. He became a major force in the Arizona Mexican Mafia, tied to prison power, extortion, and control of inmates. Over time, he was widely regarded as a top shot caller, often described as leading the organization from roughly 1991 through 2023. In 1987, Melendez was implicated in the fatal stabbing of another inmate. The case sparked years of legal battles, including a major dispute over whether statements he made to an inmate legal helper could be used against him. The bottom line? The violence followed him inside. For decades, Slackjaw carried a reputation as a high-level prison leader, so dangerous Arizona eventually transferred him out of state to reduce his influence. Then came the end. 2023 May in Southern Ohio Correctional Facility, Melendez got into an altercation with Austin Burke, a younger inmate associated with the Cincinnati White Boys gang. Burke beat Melendez, causing fatal injuries. Melendez was rushed to the hospital, but he died shortly after.